Hey guys, this is Gear Task Guide for Flint. For this task, we do have to reach a stress resistance skill level of 5 on our PMC. And when we are looking at the stress resistance skill, then there is going to be a couple different ways that you can increase its level. And one of the ways is that you do actually have 2 different tasks that you can complete prior to level 35, which is when you do unlock the Flint task that has the requirement of you being the level 5 stress resistance. And each of these 2 different tasks will give you +1 to your stress resistance, and those 2 tasks are going to be the Survivalist Path Cold-Blooded and the Survivalist Path Wounded Beast. Now you will also get a skill point towards your stress resistance for completing Psycho Sniper and also Swift One, but Psycho Sniper is also unlocked at level 35 and then Swift One is only unlocked at level 50. So you likely won't be able to utilize either of these task rewards towards your Flint task unless you have hardly made any progress towards the task by the time that you unlock it. And just so that you guys know, although Flint is going to be Kappa required, it is a den-end task, so there really isn't any rush to get it done since it won't unlock any other tasks for you to complete afterwards. Now, how you can level up the stress resistance naturally is by taking damage and being low on health points. So if you do get into a fight and then you are basically one shot, then you will gain 0.033 points per second, or being absolute and low on health points as per the wiki. And you will also gain points by having the pain debuff, which will give you 0.33 points towards your stress resistance. However, it does say in the description of the skill that it is increased by having the pain status effect without using painkillers. So just know that if you are someone who does pre-med constantly throughout a raid, then you are going to struggle leveling this skill up. Now you can cheese or purposely increase this skill in a few different ways. Firstly, by purposely breaking a limb by either using the gym if you do have it built up and then purposely failing at your workout until you do break your arm. And then you do want to load into a raid with the arm still broken, then you will shortly incur a pain debuff and then you will increase your stress resistance. Or the other way is that if you are in a raid, then you can go and jump off of a ledge or another elevated surface and break or black one or both of your legs, which will again cause you pain and then increase the stress resistance again. But of these 2 options, I would suggest the arm over the leg just because a broken leg without painkillers is going to be tremendously hindering to your movement, your playstyle, and also make you infinitely more vulnerable to any enemy that you do run into, much more than a broken arm would be. Now another way to level it up if you're not a solo player is that you can always have your teammate shoot you in the arm or the leg close to extract to help you level up your stress resistance, your health, and also your vitality. And in this scenario, as long as you are literally outside the extract and you've already cleared for campers, then the leg is actually going to be the better option, especially if they do black out your leg. Since I have found in my testing for this guide that if you do have a leg fracture, then you will get points for the initial break itself, but that's going to be it. Whereas if you do have a black leg, then you will get points for the initial damage, but then you can also continue to jump on the leg to get even more points towards the stress resistance every single time that you end up landing, since it will cause pain. But one caveat with this is that if the leg is fractured while also being black, then you will have to fix the fracture first, and then you can continue to jump and get points towards this skill. But jumping around with no painkiller on board is going to be loud and annoying, but it is just a small loophole that I did want to share with you guys that could potentially help you all to chip away at increasing the skill level. Now, if you are more passive in your playstyle and then you tend to avoid PMCs and AI scavs, or you just always end up dying to the famous Tarkov head eyes and now the head throat one taps rather than getting the chance to have an actual gunfight, then you may end up being a bit short when you do unlock this task at level 35. And that could definitely be the case if you are somebody who's constantly on painkillers ready for any engagement, since you won't end up getting the pain debuff benefits towards this skill. Instead, you'll be somebody who does rely on the time that you are at very low health points, which again won't level you up very much because you do end up dying super fast in Tarkov, and majority of the time you are just one tapped. So hopefully this guide does help you guys better understand this skill and also help you to level up to the required level for the Flint task. But again, it is a dead-end task, and although it is Kappa required, as you do play the game, then you will gradually level it up and get it done passively. So with that being said, then you may be able to utilize some of these tips up above in order to quickly increase it. But thank you guys for stopping by watching this video, and if you're still here at the end, I definitely appreciate you, and hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day.